fuck out of here.
I'd expect the punk scene in a place like Israel to be very, very political, but it's also hard to manage because they're sunk so deep in politics here that's sometimes playing in a punk band is, you know, their outlet out of this whole, you know, political situation in the Middle East. A lot of bands like overseas that living in very quiet, like peaceful places like Sweden or whatever would be like super pissed off and political over things that they really shouldn't be so mad about because it's happening, you know.
Yeah, because they live in the land of, you know, the freedom and everything, you know. It's just what's there to, you know, be against or like protest against in fucking Switzerland. It's like it's so peaceful. So
yeah, or Canada or whatever for that matter. But the thing is that here, I could actually understand that because here a lot of bands like us wouldn't really touch the political issue at all. Wouldn't even talk about it because it's so, you know, on our everyday life.
I think we provide escapism from the reality of the everyday. Like people come to our show and they have a laugh and they dance and this is fun.
Okay, this is the official sponsor of punk.
We don't use drugs. We're just called junkies.
Yeah, we don't use
Cause we
don't smoke pot, you know?
You know, we don't like smoke pot, yes. Because it's like, because hippies used to do that.
It's fashionable around here, you know?
Everybody smokes pot right now. Everybody smokes pot in the whole world and it's just not interesting anymore.
Only for 6 new shekels you can get the best beer.
Nice bottle.
You want some beer, by the way?
This is the square. No, we hang out, you know?
A lot of time.
This is the square, it's a place when usually the punks meet, right? You know,
it's like for a long time, like more than 10 years, punks are hanging there. Maybe 20 years, I don't know. I don't think punk is important in Israel.
It's not like punk is important, it's just punk.
Important for the person, maybe. Because it's like fun way of living and good music.
Good people.
And more bands should come here, I told you the last time.
Yeah, but they're scared. At Hot Chili Peppers didn't come here because they were scared of the bombing.
Fuck Red Hot Chili Peppers, Agnostic Front were afraid to come here. And they're supposed to be gangsters, sleeping with guns under their pillows.
In the US, people in the crowd would go like, Israel, so you guys ride camels and stuff. How you're so busy with your war all the time. How did you get a time to learn how to play the guitar and stuff?
Israel.
Israel is the best place to live anyway, with all the bad things that happen. I know that not a lot of people will agree with me, and they will always.
It's because of the food.
In a year.
We're a band we call the Pancake, which is like punk ache, because when you play punk it's ache in your hands, especially for me because I'm a drummer. So this is punk ache. Now, pancake in Hebrew says
Pancake!
Pancake in English.
Pancake.
Pancake,
So,
okay.
Pancakes. So
It's a wordplay,
very nice.
a very clever one too.
Yeah.
Our song was at 5th place in the Billboard. And it's, you know, it's sung with distortion and all the songs are Israeli rock music, like with the acoustic guitars. You hear the show, and then you hear 5th place, Pancake, and you hear all the distortion and all this stuff, so it's an accomplishment. We are pop punk. All the pop punk songs is about girls and teen movies and waiting by the phone and all this stuff.
When people say you're not punk, I say, okay. You're probably a lot more punk than me because you live with your parents and you eat schnitzel all day long and listen to Celine Dion and come to shows with your stinking mohawk and think you're really cool because it's what's in the fashion now or something. But I think most of the people who say we're not punk are even less punks than us, and that's hard.
We're glad that we have Fast Music, that it is a label that takes bands that they are not commercial and they have nowhere to be played and stuff, and we have a home.
It's a great place. Everyone that wants can come to play here, so it's very cool. And people stand up and sometimes do pogo, and it's good because there are no places in Israel that you can do it.
Most of the clubs in Tel Aviv and in Israel are like sitting down clubs when people sit down and munch on toasts while band play, so we find it pretty embarrassing to perform.
No, because other places are very conservative and you sit down, hear mainstream music and eat chips and hummus. Chips and hummus is good, but not when you're playing.
You know, that's Israel. You can get falafel everywhere.
You can get falafel anywhere, but not punk rock.
If you want to play falafel ball in your CD player, then there's no problem.
The show that's coming up, there are gonna be 3 debut shows for 3 bands. There are pop punk bands, performing with hardcore bands, and a ska punk band.
It's everyone together, and it's a lot of fun.
When we started to play, there was maybe like 20 people at the show, the most, and it was mostly our friends.
The 2.5 years that we've been playing together, well, the scene has grown a lot. With the crowd, a lot of bands, a lot of activities. It's more interesting now, more alive.
You came just in the right time, because now there is a revival of the entire punk scene.